This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Okolona Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And today I want to show you a way we've been practicing for a while now, which is different from your normal Aikido practice. In your normal Aikido practice, your spacing is such that your weapons won't touch. So you're practicing at this distance, which I'm going to assume that's kind of the distance you practice in Kendo. I've never done Kendo, but that's how it looks to me when I see them practicing. And and that gives you time. It gives you a lot of time. It gives you time for your partner to come in, and your partner has to really move his body to come into you. He can't just not a minimalist movement won't get him to you. And what we're going to do, though, is do something we think is more realistic, in that if I were going to attack Richard on the street, a street attack, not sport, then I want to surprise him. So I'm going to walk up and ask him for some money, or ask him for the time or something, and try to get in here close enough that I can just sucker punch him. See, this is what people do. And so we wanted a practice that's more like that. So we're getting at standard fighting distance, which is what I think I am now. And that, I mean, when I did karate, you know, we'd stand so that when we kicked, we were just short of the guy. And that gives you enough time to defend against the kick. So now at this close range, your movement has to be really fast. And I want you to look at there are a lot of different ways of leading, and if you've been watching these videos along, you've seen us do a lot of different experiments, and we keep getting better and better. So I like to have my hands up here, and I would say that if you suspect, if somebody comes up to you, get your hands up. Don't stand there, waiting to get killed. Have your hands up. Don't let them get any closer than this. This is close enough for conversation, and that's all you need. You don't have to be polite. If somebody comes up to you you don't know, you don't need to, don't be polite. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here. When he goes to attack, right now I'm going to turn to my left side. So I'm going to pivot here. And when I make this pivot, this hand's going to lead. The leading hand has to start moving first. It has to come in front of my face. And it's an easy movement for it to come in front of my face and just keep going up as I pivot out of the way. So if I'm going to my right side, it's going to be my left hand. So the hand comes in front of me and then just keeps going up. It's a very simple movement. And so then when we do that, the other hand is going to do a Kuta Punch. So my left hand, boom, and I do the Kuta Punch. And I don't want to teach the Kuta Punch right now. I've got a video that teaches the Kuta Punch. If you're interested in this, look it up. But so if I'm going to my left side, it's my right hand. My right hand comes in front of my face and then keeps going up. I don't want to bring it behind me, which is an easy mistake. But your partner, when you're doing this drill, if you're doing it right, he's probably going to hit your hand because you're trying to pull him into hitting your hand. And so if you pull your hand around behind you, your head is between your hand and his fist. And that's probably not going to please you. So if we're going to do this then, and he goes to punch, see, I'm pivoting here, and I bring that hand up. Now he's being slow here so you can really see what's happening. We practice this fast. And like, and you know what we normally do, and here normally in our classes when we practice this, we have our training knives. So, this can get crazy. It doesn't matter which hand he strikes with. I don't know what he's going, if he has a training knife in his hand, I know which hand the knife's in. But like this, I don't know which hand he's going to strike with. And so he was striking with his right. He could strike with his left, and it'd be the same thing. See, and here's my Kuta Punch again. See, so this is all there is to it. I want to get this hand, this lead hand wants to come up here in front of my face. If the hand is off to the side, it will not work. If the hand is too low, it will not work. That's why it's good to bring it up to your face and just keep going up with it. That way you're not nearly as likely to be too low. So work on this lead, and putting it with the Kuta Punch is a good way of fighting. It's a really hard punch. As I talk about, when I talk about it, boxers that have practiced here and worked with this Kuta Punch, it's a lot harder than a cross. So that's what we'll look at today, and then next time we'll do this leading movement with some basic Aikido wrist locks.